I would love to take your pass and play, but I can't. I'm a damn spectator. I'm a spectator. Let me make those adjustments. We in 2-minute drill. I want the best cover guy on the field.
You think everybody gonna love what you do?
Man, you know, we right, man. We trying to get real out here right now.
Tackling DB, other covering DB.
Get it.
Good evening, everyone. We have live here. We are live here at Points Attack. Right now, we have Coach Woody getting ready to come up. We're going to ask him some questions. We are going to go ahead and get him on the podium. Coach Woody. How you doing, Coach? How you doing today?
Doing well, man. Just super excited. Great things going on here at FC Tech. We're super excited about our first day this past Monday for our beta class. So that went well. The students that came in, they did a tremendous job with our nurses. So we're super excited about our direction overall with our beta program. Concluding today, our students tested out well, so we're super excited about that program.
Coach, tell us a little bit about how the upcoming camp is going to look like. What's your vision for the next coming camp here in August?
It's going to be intense. We got a lot of things going on that we're excited about. Our staff working pretty hard. So I'll tell all the incoming freshmen come in here ready to work. Our camp is going to be 2 days, so it's going to be early morning practices, late nights. Studying is going to be pretty hard with our schemes. We are implementing a new two-read system on defense, so we're super excited about that two-read system with our palm coverages. So it's a lot of good things going on with our air raid system on offense, so we're super excited about bringing in some of the air raid stuff that's kind of going on. So we're excited about kind of the overall direction of camp.
Coach, what difference have you seen from last season to this season? What differences will be in there?
One thing I would say that I'm definitely interested in, and Coach Jeff is one of the big advocates of it, is just culture. Change the culture of FC Tech is going to be one of our biggest things. Teaching our guys how to come in here and prepare day to day and building a winning tradition just through hard work, dedication, determination. But we want to make sure we're building a culture here that means more than just coming here and playing ball. We're doing it the right way, embodying the things we want to do, play with high emotions, high intensity, just for the overall emotion of the game. We want to make sure we're able to channel those things up and build a culture through that success.
On your incoming freshman, what position group are you most excited about?
The quarterback position. We have a couple guys coming back, a couple returners coming back from that position. So our quarterbacks, man, we got a couple guys coming in that I'm super excited about. This year we're trying to run, of course, the air raid in the passing game, but bring back some of that old school veer, out of the pistol formation. So bringing in guys to fit that system. So for me, I would say number one would be quarterbacks, but I'm super excited about the tight end position. Bringing in a couple good guys in that spot. We got about 3 guys that both over, 6'4", 225. So it's going to be a battle for that QB1 position. So I'm excited about that.
All right, you guys, we are live here with Coach Woody. If you guys have any questions regarding Florida Central Tech or anything as far as the FCHA Healthcare Academy, please go ahead and put your comments down there in the comment section. Coach, so we know you're a football guy. We know you have many different sports coming up in your program. Let us know how your upcoming sports are going to be this season.
Well, first off, I'm not a football coach. I coach anything with a ball. So if it's football, soccer, baseball, I can coach it all. I love sports in general. But yeah, a lot of things coming on this year. We're adding our first year of soccer. So we're super excited about that growth of that program up under Coach Shaquille Henry's tutelage. So we're excited about that. Our assistant head coach, he's doing a tremendous job. Our DC doing a tremendous job in football. So that's our fourth year of football, going to our fourth year of basketball. So our inaugural season of soccer is super exciting.
What are you looking for in this year for the players?
Just hard work, coming in here and embodying what they play college football, basketball, soccer. Understand that it's more to college sports than just the actual between the lines. Understanding that the classroom is a really big part of what we do here, LC Tech. Also, our students in our nursing program coming in here and being impactful in the community. So FC Tech is designed to do more than just prepare athletes. We wanted to create jobs through our tech programs. So we're super excited about things that we have going on with that. Right now, we are offering our CNA prep course. Also, we'll be offering medical terminology in that program, EKG, LPN, medical, billing and coding, and phlebotomy. So we're super excited about those programs. Also, we'll be offering NCLEX testing for LPNs and RNs who needs help with study groups and things of that nature. So we're super excited about the growth.
Coach, let's talk a little bit more about the nursing program. Who are the nurses that will be taking over the program?
We have two really good nurses with over combined about 30, 40 years of experience doing what they do. So they're super excited about where they're going. Ms. Lynette Sanders and Jolanda Wright are our nurses. Again, they have a lot of experience. They're very passionate about it. They work diligently on building these tech programs on the medical side of things. So if you guys have any inquiries on that, you can visit their website at www.myfuture@fcha.com. So if you guys have any inquiries on that, you can find those nurses at that website. Feel free to reach out to them for any of your nursing inquiries.
Coach, we're going to jump back to sports real quick. We have a question. How many players do you expect to report for your report day for your football?
We're still growing. Right now on our football depth chart, we have 59 guys right now who's either verbally committed or fully signed and delivered. So we have a really good camp ahead of us. So with that being said, we're going to have about 19 guys from our previous year returners. So we're super excited about some of those guys coming back. Jamon Jones, one of the guys we're super excited about, Division I caliber player. Definitely excited about his growth. The cornerback, Tate Sanders, excited about him and what he got going on in year 2. Again, a quarterback, we talked about Garrett White, excited about him and what he has going on. So definitely just excited about some of my incoming freshmen. We did a very good job in recruiting. So we're going to be right around, hopefully between the areas of about 60 to about 75 players.
Coach, can we expect to see baseball in your near future programs?
Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. So for us, I want to add as many sports as we can. I mean, you're going to add hockey, so we can add some more sports in to grow our programs. So our overall game plan is to continue to funnel our nursing program and our tech program through sports. So we also partner with Sage Streets through sports for some of their things they got going on. So we're super excited about that partnership. So continuously to add in sports, we want to make sure we impact in just more than our sport, but venturing out into lacrosse near future and track and field next. So definitely so.
Coach, do your program take any walk-ons for any of your sports that you have?
Absolutely. So PWOs is one of the biggest part of our games. So understanding that there's a spot for everyone. Maybe you're not, quite where you need to be academically or athletically, and maybe they'll have a scholarship for you guys. But if there are walk-on opportunities, we do have about 15 spots per year for PWO guys. So definitely it's a spot for you guys to come in here if you don't have film. Maybe you got injured your senior year and trying to create your narrative. So we do have about 15 spots per year for PWOs.
Coach, do you have another day that players are able to sign to your program?
Our signing day is pretty much our event day where we get all of our athletes in and sign their name on dotted lines. Those days are for the camaraderie for one, and then most importantly to be able to start meeting some of your teammates. So those are our official dates. Our next signing day is kind of going to be ending our recruitment cycle. Our coaches have been working long hours since about November in recruiting. We had a long, tough spring. So right now we're trying to wind down the rest of our roster. We're looking to bring in about 75 guys, so we're pretty close to that now. So we're at the bottom ends of that as far as recruiting.
Coach, in your recruiting for football, what position are you most looking for right now?
Looking for or looking to improve?
Looking for, like, what type of players are you looking for right now that you need to help finish your squad off?
So position of need right now on our squad is definitely corners. We're very, very, very thin there. So normally you talk about having the big need late in the season for O-line, D-line guys, but we did a really good job in recruiting that. But again, we still want to bring in more of those guys. Definitely have enough of those big guys up front. Because like we know, the game starts in the trenches. So we're always looking for O-line, D-line guys to come in and help us out in that spot. But we got a really good depth there so far. Again, having so many returns helps us out. So we're going to return about 4 guys there. Another position of need, I would say running back. We're pretty low there. We had a couple good guys that's hard to replace. Andre Pope that came in here last year and had about 1,400 yards rushing. So again, we have to be that running back, pretty loaded. But I would say this: if there's any kickers, punters out there, we're definitely in need of that. So I would say our top area of need be kicker, punter, CB, and then probably some overhang safeties positions.
Coach, tell me about a day in the life for the student athlete.
For us with FC Tech, I would just say a day in life starts early. Student life here start about 5:30 to go throughout about 10. Our days are pretty structured throughout the day, so we'll come in here early morning. We have workouts in our gym. We'll continue from that to have conditioning sessions. Our tutoring sessions will be Monday through Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30. So we'll have our sessions for tutoring, and then afternoons from 3:30 to 5:30 we'll be in practice, and then we'll have meetings from about 6:30 to about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
We understand sports are important, but what are you doing to ensure academic excellence for the athletes? You kind of just talked about it, but.
Great question. So one thing that we want to definitely embody is an academic approach to what we're doing. We have a great mentor in Coach Jeff Harris. He's really, really, really excited about taking on that role. It's great for us. He's an educator. He's working in the school board. So we're super excited about that tutoring program. So for us, the educational components, we can't get you guys into college if you can't qualify. So we're definitely excited not only to bring in great athletes, but great student athletes.
Okay, so what type of housing is provided for students coming from that are local and coming from out of state?
So we offer apartment style living. So for our athletes, we'll do college styles apartments. So we have a couple different modules that we have set in place. Our first module is a little more room. So our athletes come in here and they'll be able to room with one other roommate in a 2-bedroom. And then for a more affordable module, we have a 3-bedroom where we can get 3 in a unit for our athletes to get still more space, but more guys are in that unit. So our housing module is traditional college style apartments. So our guys live really, really well in those apartments. So we're super excited for that partnership.
Coach, what elements about football make you excited and motivated to work every day?
I just love the game. So just from a kid, that was one of my first loves, my first passion. It's the camaraderie. It's the bond that you build. I built a lot of friendships throughout my life from this game. A lot of lifelong friends that I met in this game. So the one thing that I love the most about the game is the brotherhood, the camaraderie. Now in my new role as a coach, having good friends that you meet along the way, and watch those guys come from up on your tree and develop into better coaches and higher positions. It's definitely exciting for me.
What is the expected end goal for athletes attending FC Tech program?
Our goal is always the same. Championships and winning games is always fun. But I feel like it's a disservice if you come in and only be a champion on the field. We want to make sure our athletes come in here and they're finding opportunities to create a narrative in the classroom and hopefully get out of here with an associate's degree in general education. But most importantly, leave out of here with offers to go to college. This last past year, we did a tremendous job in getting kids offers. We had about 30 Zoom calls with colleges. We had about 4 or 5 coaches come in to meet some of our players, and we went out on about 5 trips. So our number one goal for our program, our athletes, is to get these kids into college and hopefully have a degree after their 4 years of experience in their college experiences. Great question.
Coach, how do you prepare your team for an upcoming football game?
A lot of hard work. So for us, back in my day of playing ball, my wife can tell you about it. We went through training camp. For myself, we started early mornings. I would leave about 5:30 in the morning. And football at this level has to be a love and a passion. So we just go by preparation, just the long hours and the long days of conditioning, preparing, meetings, weight room. We have a great strength trainer. We have the second strongest man in the world right in our program. So just the everyday grind of what we do. We have a great staff around us in our recruiting department. We have two Coach Harrises, no relations. One's Truitt and one is Jeffrey Harris. Both of those guys did a great job in building this program from the ground up. Sometimes you don't see guys in the front cameras, but behind the scene guys are very important. So a lot of things go into a college season. So we're super excited about the staff we got going forward.
Okay. Can you describe what the process for developing a new game plan?
The chart is real. It's one of the things about coaching is it's a lot of long hours. You're in here, you're studying game film, you're breaking down tape, you're watching teams' tendencies, you're aligning. One of my biggest pet peeves is alignment. I'm really big on lining up the right way, understanding our keys and our techniques. So making sure that when we are getting, twins right out of our pro, that we're lining up correctly out of that. So doing the right things schematically definitely helps us out in preparation to be able to be one of the best on the field.
And my last question to you is, what does it mean to have good sportsmanship as a player and as a coach?
Oh, it means everything. Your name and your face goes a long way. So you want to hold the highest, most up integrity, not only for the program, but for your parents, for your family, the people who raised you and your upbringing. So you speak for yourself and how you act. So sportsmanship goes a long ways in continuing to build relationships in this game. And also, the most important thing about it is you don't want to win the wrong way. So winning the right way is very important. Great question.
What is your schedule, the game schedule look like this year?
Oh, man, I think, honestly, we probably have one of the toughest junior college schedules, post-grad schedules in the country. We're playing 7 colleges. We're playing ASA Miami. We're playing LaGrange, Georgia, St. Thomas University. We also have University of Weber, Warner International. So we have a lot of great programs headed up for us. And then our couple post-grad programs, IMG. And we're also very excited about our new Central Florida rivalry with Bonneville Sports Academy. So our schedule is probably one of the toughest in the country. We're going to have a hard test right away. Our first game will be right here at the house at Bryant Stadium. That's going to be August 28th. And then, of course, when we report to camp, we got about 28 days to prepare for our first college game. So with that being said, it's going to be a lot of hard work in a short period of time.
Coach, we want to gear towards football a lot, but we want to ask you, we saw the injury of Anthony Fuller. We just want to ask you, how is he doing in his injury?
Fuller's doing great. His recovery, spirit's down a little bit. But again, talking about a Power 5 kid who blew his knee out late in the season. So he had about 15 offers. He lost those offers to that injury. So, watching him emotionally was pretty tough. But the worst right now from his doctors, he's in good spirits, good condition. Right now, he's possibly returning, but he do have an offer right now that stands from Florida Memorial. So not quite sure about that yet. But as far as the injury, he's back running and moving around a little bit. But that was definitely tough to watch him go down like that.
Coach, we really do appreciate you for your time. Thank you for all the questions. And we will be seeing you next Friday again, correct?
Yes, sir.
Next Friday again, same time, 3 o'clock Central Eastern Time. And thank you for always committing to talking to us and our questions that we have for you.
So last thing in closing, guys, if you guys have any inquiries on our medical program, make sure you guys reach out to us. Reach out to us for any inquiries. We also having an open house on July 16th from noon to 4. So that's an opportunity to come out, meet the nurses. So we're excited about that. Hope to see you guys there. If you have any inquiries about that, you can go visit those website at www.myfuture@fcha.com. Our staff are waiting for your inquiries. Our physical address for that event is 2050 Edgewood Drive South, Lakeland, Florida, and that's Suite 111 South. So if you guys have any inquiries on any of our upcoming programs, definitely make sure to reach out to us. Again, we are offering currently right now our CNA prep program. Our beta class did include today with our first students being able to test out for their state boards. So we're super excited about the growth of that program. Also, they are offering a new program online. The CNA course will be going online pretty soon. So again, just stay tuned to our Facebook page, our Instagram pages, and make sure to log on to www.myfuture@fcha.com for any upcoming inquiries.